is one of the most intimidating environments in all of sport. And with a war drum beating, the crowd has begun its battle cry here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. On the Falcons sideline, head coach Raheem Morris. These guys not doing too hot. Losers of 7 of their last 9. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys know a home playoff game is in their future. They have clinched the division and look to be a real force in the AFC. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Breaks through the contact. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Second and 1.
At the 20-yard line.
To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
60 Eagles.
Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Falcons, nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly. I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, But you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Operating from the gun, Robertson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently.
And for the first time this season, he's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
He will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the third phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team.
2nd straight week, he's forced to fumble. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change the momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
And that one will go down in the books as just a 1-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of 15.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Off play action. Robertson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. And he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive. Robertson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players. But for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our trip across the NFL starts now. In Santa Clara, the Niners at home to take on the Rams in the NFC West. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. He's going to hustle his way to the end zone, 10 yards on the touchdown. The Rams find a way. They win it by a point. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they host the Denver Broncos. And this is the Colts quarterback, his 30th touchdown pass on the season. This one's gone to the half, all tied, low-scoring affair here in the regular season. One more for you. Let's go to Cincinnati. The Bengals taking on the New Orleans Saints. And here's the Bengals wideout. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 43-yard touchdown. Both offenses humming here late in the season. We're all square at the half. With that, let's give you a look at the playoff picture in the AFC through 15 weeks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Robertson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On first down, Wilkerson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Robertson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Robertson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets away from one.
Another miss.
Still on his feet.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Trucks over him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's another
to throw now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point safely through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Falcons, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Looking to put a drive together. Off play action. Robertson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded it. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Falcons ready to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. That one caught. Owens with it. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Robertson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Robertson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is caught inside the 15. 39 yards there, a big one. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play And the other one, obviously, not ready at all.
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for the Chiefs, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week.